Since I started waking up, I realized just how controlled the whole, like, scheme of life is. And, let's see, it's literally a year and a half this month. I was listening briefly to Robert Morning Sky and how he was saying that when he went to research the history of Earth, he just wanted to start researching it and go back as far as he possibly could. And he was never more surprised when he realized that he came across the fact that the history of women, of the goddess feminine, was missing. It's just like not there. It's not even taught in schools. It's not mentioned. The fact that it's lost, and it's. He said he was very surprised, and he went on and elaborated about that. And it's he's not only is that not mentioned. There's a lot that's not mentioned. There's a lot that is mentioned that shouldn't be. From our school books to college books that we pay such good money for, all the taxes that supposedly go to education, and the whole thing, is just so perfectly manipulated. And I'm 41, so I've lived a few years like this. My kids are 12 and 14, and that's who I sound everything off and until now. I sound things off on them, and they're very honest and open. But, I don't think they realize what it's like, to have been here for cable. I remember before cable. I remember when we had 2, 4, and 5, and then it was like, woo, rock on, we got channel 24. Oh, what? Channel 36. And, and that was interesting. And then next thing you know, the computers came out, and people were starting to talk about building their websites and, email, electronic mail. What's that? And then, of course, the cell phones were coming up. And, I can remember before the home landline was obsolete, just about. So there's all of that, and then a whole lot more. That's just on a basic level. That's not talking about all of the high technology with what they've done with our super soldiers and the secret sphere alliances. And I don't even know anymore if this is a ball with planets, or is this a flat surface, of an oblong shape. I really don't know. I don't know if I'm gullible. I don't know if I'm naive, but at this point, I just can't be surprised by anything, but I say that, but if I were to find out the truth, I would be a little surprised and also very grateful. I guess it's the journey that counts, but there are a few things that I would love to have the answer to. But I don't know, is this a flat earth? I know that the sky is definitely different than all of my life. I know that the moon and the sun are not in the same place every day. I don't know. I need to start recording it, and so I can prove it. At the same time every morning I leave, and not the same time every morning do I see the moon in the same place. And it's the same with the sun. Now, I've noticed that the sun is rising, at least in a similar area, because it's frustrating because I can't sun gaze in the morning because it's blocked. So I know that one hasn't changed, at least not lately. But the sun gazing's a new thing for me that, and my son is trying it out. My daughter's a little slow to all these things. She listens, and sometimes she'll give her feedback, but mostly it's Patty and I. His name's Patrick, but we call him Patty Cakes. My last name's Baker, so it was kind of funny when he was born, Patty Cakes, Baker's man. And now that he's 12, Patty, and they do have Irish from their father's side. Well, I guess I'll wrap this up. Those were my thoughts for the day, and if anyone ever cruises by this channel and wants to leave a comment, I would just be very interested to see what someone else thinks. I am I'm awake, but I sure have a lot to learn. A long way to go, but we can manifest our abundance, right? Okay. Take care.